So students, in today's class we will discuss, I have given a homework to you previously. What is that? In this first chapter, this revision, this is 5th standard, no? Yes. I have given a homework, I think. Do you remember that one? In your page number 98. Your page number 98. I have given sixth question as a homework. What is that? A company, just a minute. A company distributes the profit of rupees 20 lakh, sorry, let me write here, rupees 20 lakh 80,000, I think, yes, 80,000 among its 8 partners. How much amount does each partner receive? How much amount does each partner receive? How much each partner receive? Okay. So what I said in previous class, I said that, just a minute, I said that, so if it is here, he asked about each partner. Each means single person, how much he will receive from this profit of 20 lakh 80,000. There are 8 partners, no? So for 8 partners, this is the combined profit. This is not the individual person's profit. This is combined profit. Okay, combined. 8 partners, all of them, they got this money, not single person's money. But here is in the question, what he is asking? He is asking how much amount does each partner, means single person, how much he will get out of this combined amount. How much each person will get. So what I said, you have to divide for getting each person's profit. So let us see. So this is the question. Did you understand the question? This is combined amount means combined profit for 8 partners. Okay, you have to find out what for each partner, means for single person how much they will receive. Okay, let us see. Okay, so what is that? So we have, how we can find out each? We have to divide 20 lakh 80,000 with 8. Okay, 8 2s are 16. Okay, so anything in 8 table which is near to 20 is 16. 8 2s are 16. So bring down 4. 20 minus 16 is 4, no? So if you subtract, you got 4. Bring down 8. Don't bring down 4. You got 4. If you subtract 16 from 20, you got 4. Bring down 8. Next, in 8 table, where you got 48? 8 6 are 48. Okay, you got 0. Okay, bring down 0. 8 zeros are 0. Again 0. Again bring this down. Zeros are 0. Okay, again bring down this. Okay, 0. Again bring this down. 0. So finally you will get remained with 0. How many zeros are there from here we started, no? This one 1 0, this one 1 0, this is 1 0 and this is 1 0. How much each person will get? Okay, so if you don't understand, I am doing it because place is not sufficient here. Let me do once again. Okay, 8 20,80,000. Okay, 8 2s are 16. Once again I'm doing from the starting because place is not sufficient. 8 2s are 16. It is nearer to 20, no? It should not be bigger, it should be near to this number. Okay, near or equal to. So we got 4 here. 20 minus 16 is 4. Next bring down 8. 8 6 are 48. You got 0. Okay, next bring down this 0. In 8 table will you get 0? Yes, 8 zeros are 0. You will not get 0 in the table, but anything multiplied with 0 will be 0. One more 0. Then bring down this again. 8 zeros are 0. Okay, again bring this down. 8 zeros are 0. Again bring this down. Finally you get 0. So here how much each person is getting? 2,60,000 each person is getting. So whether the division is correct or not, if you want to check, so you got this quotient, no? Quotient into what is this? I said previously, quotient into divisor plus remainder should be equal to this number, this dividend. Okay, quotient into divisor plus remainder equal to what? This is dividend, quotient, this is divisor, this is remainder, no? Okay, so you should get quotient is how much? 2,60,000. So as the remainder is 0, no need to add. If you add or subtract 0 from any number, you will get the same number only. Okay, into divisor. So this one is 0. Here we got 0, no? This one is 0. So no need of this term here. So quotient into divisor. Divisor is how much? 8. So you should get this number. Then only this process is correct. 8 zeros are 0. 8 zeros are 0. 8 zeros are 0. 8 zeros are 0. 6 8 are 48. 8 2 are 16. 16 plus 4 20. Okay. So you got 20,80,000, no? This is in rupees. Okay. So finally what you should do? You should write a statement that each person is getting 2,60,000. Okay. So whatever we did is correct. We have checked that one. So the final statement is, this is question now, how much amount does each partner receive? Each partner receives the amount of rupees 2,60,000. Is this correct? Yes. Each partner receives the amount of 2,60,000. So this is the answer. Okay. You have to write the statement like this after solving the problem. Okay. So this question is completed. How many of you did correct? Did anyone do this correct? If you didn't do correct, check where you are going mistake. Okay, check whether you did correct or not, where it is mistaken, then rectify your difficulties and you can solve the problems very easily. Next question is 7th one. Asha bought 1 kg of rice for 1 kg of rice for 50 rupees. Okay. Asha bought 1 kg of rice for how many rupees? 50 rupees. Next is 500 grams of butter. 500 grams of butter for how many rupees? For 62 rupees. Yes. She bought 1 kg of rice for 50 rupees. 1 kg rice cost is 50 rupees. 500 grams of butter cost is 62 rupees. And 2 kg of wheat flour. wheat flour for how many rupees? At the rate of rupees 12 per kg. Okay, 2 kgs, each kg. Here she bought 1 kg of rice for 50 rupees, 500 grams of butter for 62 rupees, and 2 kgs of wheat flour at the rate of 12 rupees per kg. Means 1 kg you will get for 12 rupees. Okay, next one. She gave 100 rupee 100 note. Okay, she gave 100 note and 50 rupees note, okay, to the shopkeeper. How much money did the shopkeeper return to her? How much money did the shopkeeper return her? This is the long question but very simple. Okay, so once again I am explaining the question. Asha bought 1 kg of rice for 50 rupees. 1 kg rice cost is 50 rupees. Okay, 500 grams cost is 62 rupees. 2 kg of wheat flour is how much? For 1 kg of wheat it is 12 rupees. So 2 kg of wheat means you will get 24. Here he said 2 kg of wheat flour at the rate of 12 rupee per kg. Per kg, for 1 kg it is 12 rupees, but she bought 2 kgs, no? So 12 into 2, how much? You will get 24. Keep this aside. She gave 100 note and 150 note, means she gave 150 rupees to the shopkeeper. How much money did the shopkeeper return her? What you should do? What you should do here? Which method you have to follow? Whether you have to do multiplication, division, or what? What you should do? Addition or subtraction? What you should do here? What is the final question? She gave 150 rupees to the shopkeeper. How much will he return back is the question. Okay, let us see how to solve this question. Okay, first one. So let us see the solution. 1 kg of rice cost equal to, cost is how much? 50 rupees, no? Next, 500 grams of butter cost is how much? 62 rupees. Okay, 2 kgs of wheat flour cost is, here he mentioned in the question that she bought 2 kgs of wheat flour. This statement you have to remember carefully what I am saying. Listen carefully. 2 kgs she bought wheat flour. Okay, the flour which we prepare rotis, chapatis. Okay, that she bought 2 kgs, and for 1 kg the cost is, for 1 kg the cost is how much? 12 rupees. Okay, for 1 kg it is 12 rupees, but she bought 2 kgs, no? How much you will get? For 1 kg 12 rupees. Okay, for 2 kgs how much? 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2. You have to multiply the cost. So I am writing directly here 24 rupees. Okay, how? Means for 1 kg rate is 12 rupees. 2 kg rate is how much? Okay, so what you have to do here, instead of doing all this, this is a bigger level sort of answering, so I will say it very simple, very simple. 1 kg, for 1 kg it is 12 rupees, no? For 2 kgs you have to multiply it with 2 into cost. Cost into, this is cost. Cost into how much? What you should do here? I am writing here clearly. Cost into price. Okay. For 1 kg it is 12 rupees. For 2 kgs how much? Cost is 12 rupees into, sorry, cost into price, not it is cost into quantity. Cost and price are both are same. So cost is 12 rupees. How much quantity? 2 kgs, no? How many kgs? Quantity means kgs. How many kgs? 12 into 2 is equal to 24 rupees. Okay. 12 rupees for 1 kg. For 2 kgs, 12 into 2. You will get 24 rupees. Okay. So that only I wrote here. I wrote it very clearly. Okay. 2 kg of wheat flour cost is 24 rupees. You should remember it. Okay. How it is 24? I am writing in the bracket. Cost into quantity. For 1 kg it is, the cost is how much? 12. How much quantity? 2 kgs, no? It is 24 rupees. Okay. I am writing in the bracket. Next one. Next is, she gave, what she gave? She gave 100 rupees and 50 rupees to shopkeeper. Total how much? Rupees notes. Total equal to how much? 100 plus 50. It is 150 rupees she gave to the shopkeeper. How much will she get back? How do you know how much she will get back? How do you know? So, for example, you are going to a shop. You got 10 rupees with you. Okay? You bought 5 chocolates. 5 chocolates of how many rupees? 1 rupee each. Means you gave 10 rupees to the shopkeeper. You bought 5 chocolates of 1 rupee. Means how many rupees completed? 5 rupees are completed. Means how much money you will get back? 5 rupees you will get back. 5 rupees shopkeeper will give to you. So similarly, you got 10 rupees. 10 rupees you got. In that you bought how many chocolates? 5 chocolates of 1 rupee each. Means how much money is completed? 5 rupees. You have bought something. How much money he should return back to you? He should return back 5 rupees, no? How you will know that? From total money which you gave, if you deduct all the costs, means from total money you have to subtract all the cost of the things you bought, which you bought. Okay. From total money you should subtract all the cost of the things which you bought. Then you will get the remaining amount which the shopkeeper should give you. Similarly, this one also. Okay. Here I said the smaller amounts. Here a little bit bigger amounts. That's all. So what I should do? From 150 I have to subtract all these cost. Okay. Then we will get to know what? How much the shopkeeper should give to whom? To Asha. Okay. Understanding? From 150 you have to remove all these costs. Okay. How to remove? So let us see. You have to subtract all the costs. Total amount she gave is, total amount Asha gave equal to rupees 100 plus rupees 50 is how much? Rupees 150 she gave to the shopkeeper. So let us see. So first add all this. How much? 50 plus 24 plus 62. This many only she bought, no? This she bought rice, she bought butter, and she bought wheat flour. Only 3 only she bought. So you have to add all this, all the costs of this. So how much you will get? 0 plus 4 plus 2, 6. 5 plus 2, 7. Is it 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 6, 13. 136 rupees she bought. So from 150 what you have to do? First you have to add all the costs of the things she bought. You will get some amount. You will get some amount. You have to subtract this amount from 150. So 150 rupees 150 minus rupees 135. Okay, so how much you will get? 136, I think. Yes, 136. 50 plus 62 plus 24. 4 plus 2, 6. 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 6, 13. This much amount she bought the things. Remaining amount she should get back, no? So let us see. 150 minus 136. How much? 150 minus 136. Carry 10. 10 minus 6, 4. Here already you have carried, no? You will get 1 less. Okay? Instead of 5 we can write 4. 4 minus 3, how much? 1. This is 1 minus 1, 0. So how much? 14 rupees. This is the amount she should get back. So what we should write here? So I'm rubbing all this. I'm rubbing this. Okay. Once again I am saying, what you have to do? Rice cost is how much? 50 rupees. Okay, and wheat cost is 24 rupees. I thought, have you understood this, how it is 24 rupees? Because it is 2 kgs, no? 2 kgs into 12, you got 24. Okay, this one is completed. Next, what she bought? Wheat flour completed, rice completed, butter. Butter how much cost? Butter cost is how much? This is for your explanation. You should not write the solution like this. Just now I have said no, statement wise. Like that you should write the solution in your book. Okay. So if you are not able to write when I am saying, once again go back, pause the video, write all that, understand clearly. Okay. So butter how much cost? 62 rupees. Add all this. 4 plus 2, 6 plus 0. 0 plus 4 plus 2, 6. Okay, this is addition. No need to write this rupees for your process. 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 6, 13. 136 you got, no? So what you have to do? From 150, once again I am saying this. You should not write like this. Answers you should not write this. You have to write it like a statements. Just before I have written, no, like that you have to write. So from 150 is the amount she gave to the shopkeeper. So 136 is your bill. How much you should get back? 150 minus 136. How much? 150 minus 136. This is 10. 10 minus 6, 4. Here you will get 4. 4 minus 3, 1. 14 rupees she should get back. Okay, once again I am telling, write as a statement. Just before I have said, no, this rice cost is like this much. 1 kg of rice cost is 50 rupees. 2 kgs of wheat cost is 24 rupees. 500 grams butter cost is 62 rupees. Like that you have to write in a statement wise. So finally what is the statement you should write? After subtraction you got 14 rupees, no? So the final statement should be, what is that? Shopkeeper should return 14 rupees to Asha. This is your final statement, because he asked how much money should be returned to Asha from the shopkeeper. So shopkeeper should return 14 rupees to Asha. That is your answer. Okay. this is your 7th solution. Once again I am saying, pause the video, write it clearly. Once you complete seeing the total video, once again open the video, write the notes carefully. While I am saying, you should listen, don't write the notes, okay? After completion, once again you go back, first listen carefully, total video. After that, once again open the video and start writing the notes. Understand it clearly. While I am saying, for first time when you are listening, listen it carefully. After that you can write the notes. Don't do two things at a time, okay? You will get half of knowledge, okay?